things to look for in the budget really is how is the deficit going to be financed. That's a very big question mark at the current point in time. So if government needs to borrow 15 plus billion, where is the money going to come from? Government's borrowed extensively from the Namibian pension funds over the last few years, but I think that for the pension funds to keep lending to government in perpetuity is not a great idea. In fact, it can start to become quite dangerous. So how you fund the budget is going to be a big question. There's not that much money domestically now. There's been a bit of a mopping up of liquidity over the last few years. There's not that much money available. So if it's not going to be from local pension funds, where's it going to come from? Is it going to be external or where? That's a big question mark at the moment. The other kind of question marks I think are more non-expenditure or revenue linked, but more policy linked. So there's been a lot of talk in the policy space, for the last few years about how we're going to change this and we're going to do that and we're going to add this and that. We've started to sort of track that, and many of those promises recur or just vanish without actually materializing. And I think that the time for talk is long over. We really need action if we're going to see some kind of macro change here, if we're going to see jobs being created and people's lives improving over the next few years. And it's a big question. I mean, the time now until the next set of elections is becoming quite short. And you can sense, if you stay on the southern and eastern part of Windhoek, you maybe don't see it to the same degree, but there's clearly, some pressure building there. And I think that's really the big question mark, is what sort of reform do we see that actually improves people's lives in the build up to the next election.